And we are live. Welcome, fellow artists, to Lyricology 101. I still don't have my channel back yet. Hours and hours and hours and hours of work gone. We still don't got the channel back, y'all. We doing everything we can. But anyway, we are back with another personal bar for bar breakdown with my man Boogieman Ghost with his track The Years. So right off the bat, I want you guys to kind of feel where he's going to go with this. This is a love letter to kind of his community of artists and rappers, and I feel like he was very focused on just letting that love letter be what it is, and I want you guys to experience it. So before we get started, if you guys are interested in getting your song broken down in a similar fashion, hit me up at lyricology101mail@gmail.com. Please add the mail. Let me know if you want a reaction or a breakdown, and we can work it out with you. But for now, we got to get started with my man Boogieman Ghost. Let's go. I love the vibe on this too. Make you want to reminisce or some shit, yeah?
I know people in different places, faces, friends from a past. When I see them in the streets, it's like peace. Guess time, kinda wink at the link, or the bomb. We're alarmed by the words, so it's just a short exchange.
All right, so the way that I'm looking at it is, I feel like his flow style and the way that he arranges his bars to me is so much more poetic than it is rap. That's just my perspective. That's my angle. The way that he aligns his rhyme schemes, he doesn't really bracket them in sheets. And what do I mean by that? It's like 4 to 5 syllables or even 3 syllables here and there. It's all 1, maybe 2 syllable rhymes, mostly 1 syllable rhymes. And he's placing them all throughout his schemes, all throughout his bars, all throughout his details, right? I feel like the rhymes are kind of like a way to escort you through the story that he's telling. But I honestly don't feel like he's focused on the rhymes. I feel like he's focused more on this love letter. So let's run this joint back.
I know people in different places, faces.
All right, so we got the places and faces rhyme, right? But we're not going to see that rhyme scheme pop back up until he comes back on situations, which you will hear. But here on this flow part, if you guys don't know, colors is rhymes, gray, if any kind is basically the flow, right? So streets in his piece and weak in the link. I feel like that was the connection, but he's not doing an in rhyme structure. You feel me? It's like he's just kind of streaming through and you'll hear it. I'm gonna run it back and you'll hear it at the end of situation. So let's keep going.
I know people in different places, faces, friends from a past. When I see them in the streets, it's like peace. Guess time, kinda wink at the link, or the bomb. We're alarmed by the words, so it's just a short exchange. Got me thinking about the days we used to cipher on a U when we was crew, consider fam in a lot of situations.
All right, so you see what I mean? Like everything is kind of leaned in its own. It's like he's got his own time, or maybe the beat has its own frequency, and I feel like Boogieman Ghost has his own frequency, and they're just meeting each other in the middle. So yeah, we got the on the U and we was crew in internal, like it's like the cadence, the rhythm, the flow. So on the U when we was crew sounds dope, and then he's gonna go into the Georgetown went round showdown flow. So you'll hear it.
Sessions on the corner in Georgetown, we went rounds with other crews and gave them hell in the showdown.
So you see what I mean? So yeah, Georgetown, we went rounds with other crews and gave them hell in the showdown. So yeah, everything is anchored on that rhythm. But as far as what I'm hearing from him, I feel like he's focused more on the story. He wants to give you the story. Oh, and just a quick little note. So guess time kind of the week of week in the I guess time kind of weak in the link for the bond. We are alone, right? But he bent bond to sound like alone, which I thought was a good idea, like as far as him rhyming. So let's get to the next, man. What's my man talking about?
I know people in different places, faces, friends from a past. When I see them in the streets, it's like peace.
All right, so my man got notoriety. They know who he is, and I feel like this is just kind of the seed to get started for how he's known, right? How is he known? And he's going to explain it through his culture that he's part of.
Guess time, kind of wink at the link, or the bomb. We're alarmed by the words, so it's just a short exchange.
All right, so then, he's passing people by. What's good with you? I know a lot of people, when I see him in the streets, it's like peace, right? So I guess it says guest time, but I think he might have meant guest as in like to take a guess, to guess something, right? But I just didn't want to touch his lyrics, you feel me? So guest time kind of weaken the link for the bond, right? So weaken the link as it breaks the link of the connection. The bond is the link. So time kind of broken that connection of how we are close, basically those people that he know from the past to the present. So we are alone by the words, so it's just a short exchange. So it's like we're all solo, so we got weaken the link for the bond, we are alone. And then that transition in by the words, so it's just a short exchange.
Or the bond, we're alone by the words, so it's just a short exchange.
And then that short exchange could be us ciphering, so it's just a short exchange of words, or just what's good with you, give you some dap and you keep it moving. But I remember you from back in them days when we was spitting, that kind of shit.
It's just a short exchange, got me thinking about the days we used to cipher on the U when we was crew, consider fam in a lot of situations.
All right, so yeah, think about the days when we was the homies, you know, cipher at the spot, kick back. We was the crew and we was considered family, you know what I'm saying? We was the crew, so in that situation, when we spitting bars and ciphering, that's fam.
Situations, sessions on the corner in Georgetown, we went rounds with other crews and gave them hell in the showdown.
So yeah, says it's on a corner, but I hear sessions on the corner. Once again, I didn't want to touch the lyrics. So sessions on the corner in Georgetown, we went rounds with other crews and gave them hell in the showdown. So yeah, just ciphering, kicking back in the days.
Georgetown, we went rounds with other crews and gave them hell in the showdown. Yeah, I ain't around like I used to. Because for me it's kind of strange to see fam at a distance. Perhaps I'm still thinking about 9-7 or 9-8 at the state when we was Freestyle Union.
All right, so you see what I mean? Once again, I feel like he's leaning on his own rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time, like on the 4, there should be a rhyme, right? So 1, 2, 3, rhyme. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like he's not interested in rhyming on the 4 or the 2. He's just rhyming. You know what I'm saying? He's just writing and he's rhyming. You can hear that. So run it back.
I know people in different places. Yeah, I ain't around like I used to. Because for me, it's kind of strange to see fam at a distance.
All right, so for me, it's kind of strange to see fam at a distance, right? So we got the internals with the E sound. And then he's going to go for, you see there's kind of strange. And I don't know why. In my head, I'm like, kind of strange rhymes perfectly with 98. But he went kind of strange and he went with 9-8, which works. That's fine.
It's kind of strange to see fam at a distance. Perhaps I'm still thinking about 9-7 or 9-8.
So 9-8, but kind of strange would have went with 98. But kind, strange, and 9-8 are connected, so it works.
9-8 at the state when we was Freestyle Union.
So at the state. So once again, more internals. I feel like the internals just push us through the story, right? So at the state when we was Freestyle Union. So when we was Freestyle Union, friendship found it on the common ground. So the style is meant to match found and grounds.
At the state when we was Freestyle Union, friendship founded on common grounds and goals. Now it's just souls in the cipher when I rhyme.
All right, so once again, look, grounds of goals, now it's just souls, right? So we just have those syllables in the middle that kind of breaks the flow for me. So yeah, if it was like, I don't know, if it was just grounds of the goals, now it's just souls, that would have fit. But it's this grounds of goals, now it's just souls in the cipher when I rhyme. A few cats getting their shine. I'm glad to see it. Underground music for real heads who need it, right? So once again, I feel like he's more focused on getting you this love letter. It's not entirely about, you know, matching 12 syllables and shit.
Common grounds and goals. Now it's just souls in the cipher when I rhyme. A few cats getting they shine. I'm glad to see it. Underground music for real heads who need it.
All right, so what's my man talking about, though?
Showdown, yeah, I ain't around like I used to. Because for me, it's kind of strange to see fam at a distance.
All right, so yeah, I'm not around. I'm not coming to the cipher spots. You're not seeing me in Georgetown like you used to. And because for me, it's kind of strange to see the closest cats that I was ciphering with not fucking with me, or rather seeing those that I used to cipher with be in their own bubble or their own circle, right?
Fam at a distance, perhaps I'm still
the fam at a distance, because he just said those that he ciphered with are his fam.
Ram at a distance, perhaps I'm still thinking about 9-7 or 9-8 at the state when we was Freestyle Union.
So I see that too. Like, so fam at a distance connects to the Freestyle Union in my eyes, because they connected through unity for Freestyle Union. Freestyle Union might be the name of like an event or maybe an open mic or something, but to me, I feel like fam at a distance is like a direct dichotomy to the Freestyle Union, right?
9-8 at the state.
So back in the days of 9-7 or 9-8, right?
When the 9-8 at the state, when we was Freestyle Union, friendship founded on common grounds and goals. Now it's just souls in the cipher when I rhyme.
All right, so friendship found in the common grounds of goals. I like this idea though. Now it's just souls, right? So what does that mean? He's not seeing faces anymore. Rap has transcended physical. We don't see faces. I only see souls in the cipher when I rhyme because he's on that level of depth.
Common grounds and goals. Now it's just souls in the cipher when I rhyme. A few cats getting they shine. I'm glad to see it. Underground music for real heads who need it.
So yeah, the other cats out there that we used to spit with, they doing good now. They getting they shine, and I'm glad because I started with them. I saw them at the bottom, and now they hey, underground music for real heads who need it. So I feel like he was just like, I'm there. I know these cats. I've affiliated myself with these underground legends because we used to spit in Georgetown on the block. You feel me?
Shine, I'm glad to see it. Underground music for real heads who need it. Soul camp culture, amphibious presentation. A lot of inspiration from the presence that was felt.
All right, so once again, I feel like he's going for these internals. It's almost like he internalizes. That's the best way I can explain his style, actually. He internals more than he would actually end rhyme. I don't see end rhymes here. Just to be completely honest, I feel like he focused more on the story and the internalization of the rhymes. I don't really catch a lot of flows from him. Everything feels very isolated, just like the syllables, right? So we have presentation and inspiration and then presence, right? So he's really rhyming present and presence, and then the Asian at the end of inspiration matches, and they're not end rhymes, they're all internals, and you'll hear that. You'll hear that.
Read it. Soul camp culture, amphibious presentation. A lot of inspiration from the presence that was felt.
Right, so you know what I mean? You feel me?
Presence that was felt. Cipher house chemist, 3 levels of different genius. Nicer than Ayala, I'm wishing you could have seen it.
All right, so that's the best example of in rhyming from this kind of style that he's doing so far. But look, so we got Kappa matching with Nyala, which is crazy, right? Nice and Nyala, right? So Kappa house chemist, 3 levels of different genius. So we have the inspiration, right? So inspa, chemist, and different are all matching. Genius and seen it are matching. And then we got the I sound bouncing around. But the Kappa going with the Nyala, I thought that was pretty dope.
Nicer than Ayala, I'm wishing you could have.
Right all the way back, baby.
Chemist, 3 levels of different genius. Nicer than Ayala, I'm wishing you could have seen it. But years went by like drive-bys, cause some gone and left. Others passed on to the next.
All right, so right here, we still going off the I sound. So by, like, drive-bys, right? And that's a double play. So by, like, drive-bys, right? Sounds really good. Cause some gone and left and others passed on to the next. So once again, the flow broke. I didn't count it. You know, gone and they left would have matched with on to the next flow wise syllable match. But I feel like he's talking about a story. So gone and left, on and next, right? It works.
Others passed on to the some gone and left. Others passed on to the next. But how I wish that we can do it again. Come together in a cipher, a reunion of friends.
All right, so the do it again reunion of friends, right? It's a 4, right? It's a 4 syllable swing. So yeah, but how I wish that we could do it again, come together in a cipher, a reunion of friends. And it all comes together. So once again, good example of an end rhyme. But just the way that he puts together his bars, I feel like it's just all kind of an internal ride. We're just going off of the internals until he gets to the point that he wants to make per sentence. And that shit shines. I got you. What's my man saying though? Let's run it back.
Real heads who need it. Soul camp culture, amphibious presentation. A lot of inspiration from the presence that was felt.
All right, so I know that this might be some type of internal inside joke reference to some shit that he's performing at, right? So one of the places I used to perform at was Don't Go There, right? So I would probably write some subliminal bar of like, don't go there, I'm so rare or something, right? So in this camp, the soul camp culture amphibious presentation, I think soul camp culture is a group or something. Amphibious might be part of a group. And then presence might have been a group or something, right? So soul camp culture, amphibious presentation, a lot of inspiration from the presence that was felt. So maybe those might be references to people or other MCs that he knows. Kappa House Chemist, another MC that he fuck with. 3 levels of different genius. Nights at the Nyala, I wish that you could have seen it, right? So I see soul camp culture, amphibious, presence, and Kappa House. 3 levels of different genius. So I don't know if those are all connected or not, but I feel like he's just, paying homage to the homies that could spit.
Soul camp culture, amphibious presentation. A lot of inspiration from the presence that was felt. Cipher house chemist, 3 levels of different genius. Nicer than Nyala, I'm wishing you could have seen it.
So nice at the Nyala, they probably was spitting crazy bars that y'all niggas will never hear again.
I'm wishing you could have seen it, but years went by like drive-bys, cause some gone and left, others passed on to the next.
So yeah, years went by like drive-by, some gone and left. The years are gone and left, but also like a drive-by because you know, gone and left, right? And others passed on to the next.
Was passed on to the next, but how I wish that we can do it again. Come together in a cipher, a reunion of friends.
All right, this is a super bar. I don't know if he intended this, but this is something that my mind opened up to. So he's saying we're not connected anymore and we're all distant, right? And I feel like we're separated, but how I wish we could do it again, come together in a cipher. That's what he's saying. So bring them all together, but the cipher could be the cipher of the cycle of life. I'm sounding like one of them poetic niggas, but I could see this. So, but how I wish we could do it again, because the times have left, come together in a cycle, a reunion of friends. So bring them back together. We can have our fam back and we can all spit again, but also just to go back to that point in time, right on the watch and relive it again. That's the cipher.
We can do it again. Come together in a cipher, a reunion of friends.
Hey.
Years, they seem short as the time moves on. Yeah, I know that the beat goes on. They keep telling me ghosts. They keep asking, where have you been? But when I see them, it's a difference at hand.
All right, so I feel like, yo, time's going on, and I really see the picture. It's like I was in this culture, heart in it, in love, smashing that shit. And then he left, and he came back, and she looked different. She just looked different to him. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference, but he still got that love.
Where have you been? But when I see him, it's a difference at hand. We used to be down, but that was back in the days. Damn, love, how did it all just change?
See?
We went our separate ways as the years move on. You're trying to tell me that the love's all gone. Whatever happened with the whole movement? Now it's isolated sections. My old selection was fuck you ghosts. We used to battle for positions in mic fights on weeknights on Euclid, rhyming with Trev on some new shit.
Okay, so once again, interesting swing. I ain't gonna hate on it, but it's just different. I don't know, it's different in my eyes. So whatever happened with the whole movement, right? Whatever happened with the whole movement. So movement is supposed to be the end rhyme because we're gonna be going back to it with Euclid and new shit. But in this bar, the end rhyme was technically sections. But once again, it's just, I feel like he's got an angle, you know what I'm saying, that he's bringing from the 90s and he's bringing to the present as well. So that's what I'm seeing. He's got these 90s swings. I'm hearing Black Thought ideas. I'm hearing a lot of, like, I'm hearing some KRS-One in this bitch. I feel he's tapping into the older sounds.
You trying to tell me that the love's all gone? Whatever happened with the whole movement?
Right, you know what I'm saying? So what happened to the whole movement in the sentence? Or rather, whole movement pause, and then he moves in, right? So his main rhyme is whole, and he's going to match it with my old selection was fuck you, ghost, and that's what we land on. And then we're going to do the fight. I'm just trying to explain this flow as thoroughly as possible.
Whatever happened with the whole movement? Now it's isolated sections. My old selection was fuck you, ghost.
You feel me? So the whole movement now was isolated sections. My old selection was fuck you, ghost. So I see whole and ghost are where they match, but I was expecting movement to be the end rhyme. But he's gonna surprise you later and hit you with the Euclid new shit later.
Was fuck you, ghost. We used to battle for positions in mic fights on weeknights.
So once again, we used to battle for position in mic fights on weeknights. That sounds like internals. It doesn't sound like the end rhyme. And he's just, I feel like at this point I've defined it as a style because I spent so much time with the song. I see what he's doing.
Whatever happened with the whole movement? Now it's isolated sections. My old selection was fuck you, ghost. We used to battle for positions in mic fights on weeknights on Euclid, rhyming with Trev on some new shit.
So yeah, the Euclid and new shit go with movement. You see?
On some new shit. Memories blow like a whirlwind. I guess friends change like autumn leaves and fall. I remember the amphibians at the Metro for one show. It was all good to see the love they gave.
All right, so yeah, I feel like he's gonna match the East sound with memories and autumn leaves. So memories, autumn leaves, 3 syllables, and then whirlwind. I guess friends to me had the same cadence for that flow. So memories blow like a whirlwind. I guess friends change like autumn leaves and fall, but I remember, right? So we got the ah sound matching with fall, And then once again, we got the O sound matching. That was from previous with Hole and Ghost. But then he's going to go with Metro for one show. And that's how we slide up out of there. But what's my man saying, though?
I see the faces in whatever happened. You trying to tell me that the love's all gone? Whatever happened with the whole movement? Now it's isolated sections.
So once again, we had a team of people, man. We was all coming together, meeting at the spot, and now we all in our own zones.
Now it's isolated sections. My old selection was fuck you, ghost.
All right, so my old selection, I feel like if he was on because isolated sections to me gives me the image of people separate and battling, right? So my old selection was fuck you, Ghost. Ghost is clearly somebody's name. We used to battle for position in mic fights on weeknights on Euclid, rhyming with Trev on some new shit. So, you know, they was always elevating their status and going for the battle shit. That's what I'm catching.
Direction was fuck you, Ghost. We used to battle for positions in mic fights on weeknights on Euclid, rhyming with Trev on some new shit. Memories blow like a whirlwind. I guess friends change like autumn leaves and fall. I remember.
All right, so yeah, memories blow like a whirlwind. I guess friends change like autumn leaves and fall, right? But I like I wanted to connect the whirlwind with the autumn leaves because you would most likely see a whirlwind around autumn. But anyway, memories blow like a whirlwind. They're here and they're gone. I guess friends change in a similar fashion that how they blow away like a whirlwind. So I guess friends change like autumn leaves and fall. But I remember, he remembers these friends, which pulls back to the memories that blow like a whirlwind. So the whirlwind, the autumn leaves, and the remembering are all connected. The amphibians of the Metro for one show, it was good to see. Okay, so yeah, once again, the amphibians to me might have been a group or some type of team of people that spit bars and they fucked with.
Fall, I remember the amphibians at the Metro for one show. It was all good to see the love they gave.
All right, so yeah, he's just, you know, it's reminiscent. It's a love letter, baby. Let's go.
The Metro for one show. It was all good to see the love they gave. I see the faces in the street and they pass me by. It's like I'm standing on the very far side. I don't know why. I guess I'm so old school on a level below. Underground, damn, I'm missing you so. I know the music, it changes and rearranges and get you twisted like so. But that don't mean that the music should go. Stay focused with you.
All right, so I feel like that was probably the most consistent flow-wise that I heard from him on this entire track. I feel like the first couplet is like he's gonna go off the I sound, so it's by, like, side, I, and Y. But then I feel like he found a really dope rhythm. So level below, missing you so, twisted like so, music should go. It's not fully rhymed, but I just think the cadence is dope. I think the way that he sounds on it is fire, and that works really well for me. I know the music, it changes and rearranges. I know the music, it changes and rearranges and get you twisted like so. I thought that was also good as well. The changes and rearrange internals was really fire. So let's run that back.
See the love they gave. I see the faces in the street and they pass me by. It's like I'm standing on the very far side. I don't know why. I guess I'm so old school on a level below.
Oh yeah, so we got the O sound. So I'm so old school on the level below. Underground, damn, I'm missing you so. I know the music, and then he'll go from there. And then he's gonna land on so again, and then he's gonna land on go for the other round.
Far side, I don't know why. I guess I'm so old school on a level below. Underground, damn, I'm missing you so. I know the music, it changes and rearranges and get you twisted like so.
It changes and rearranges and get you twisted like so. I think that's that.
Music, it changes and rearranges and get you twisted like so. But that don't mean that the music should go.
All right, so yeah, twisted like so, music should go. So it's like, it's the same rhythm, same cadence, same syllables, but it's not entirely rhymed. But twisted like so, music should go. But it's dope.
And rearrange and get you twisted like so. But that don't mean that the music should go. Stay focused with you and concentrate.
And then he squeezes one more O out, so stay focused. And that's it. And then that's the end of it.
That the music should go. Stay focused with you and concentrate on the task at hand. We was fam, but you don't fuck with your man. Can't understand that.
So yeah, going off the and sound, and he's just gonna slide off of that. So what's my man talking about? What's going on? What's my man saying though?
As at the Metro for one show, it was all good to see the love they gave. I see the faces in the street and they pass me by. It's like I'm standing on the very far side. I don't know why.
All right, so him standing on the very far side of the people that he passes by, maybe it's like they're distant, but he can see them. You know what I'm saying? So he doesn't know why he feels distant, but maybe he just feels separate from his culture.
I'm standing on the very far side. I don't know why. I guess I'm so old school on a level below. Underground, damn, I'm missing you so.
All right, so yeah, I'm so old school, one, so that's not a good look in some eyes of this other culture or this newer culture. And I'm on a level below, meaning I'm underground, right? So I'm old school on a level below, so I'm old school underground. That's like two things people don't fuck with, right? In all honesty, right? If you're old school, these new cats don't want to hear you. And if you're too underground, they can't even connect with you, right? They want something that's appealing. So yeah, underground, damn, I'm missing you so. I know the music, it changes and rearranges to get you twisted like so, but that don't mean that the music should go. Like as much as music could fuck you up, that doesn't mean you shouldn't stop. You shouldn't do the music. You feel me?
Rebel below, underground, damn, I'm missing you so. I know the music, it changes and rearranges and get you twisted like so.
So the changes and rearrangement is the whole idea of him being old school compared to this new school.
Music, it changes and rearranges and get you twisted like so. But that don't mean that the music should go. Stay focused with you and concentrate on the task at hand.
All right, so don't stay focused with you on the music that you love to make and concentrate on the task at hand of making something that you feel is connected to you, and don't do these new trends just because niggas want to be on drill beats.
The task at hand, we was fam, but you don't fuck with your man, can't understand that.
So we was fam, right? Back to the whole culture that he was attached to, and now the culture seems separate from him. So I thought we was close, but you don't like me now because I'm old school? I don't get this.
Task at hand, we was fam, but you don't fuck with your man, can't understand that. Memories in the corners of mine, different years, but it's still the same time. We used to rhyme in the lunchroom hallways back in the day when we was Dark Symphony on some real shit. And I remember when we first wrote The Day That I Die. I asked why, I remember the times I digress. Yes, yes, y'all, listening to common sense. One day, I guess it all makes sense.
Hey, yay. So what's my man saying though? Oh wait, no, we gotta stick with the flow. Sorry. All right, so memories and different years are connected. All right, so memories and different years are both 3 syllables. And he opens he opens on the first beat on this couplet both times with a 3 syllable, which is memories and different years. They're not rhymes, but the cadence is there. And then so memories in the corner of minds, different years, but it's still the same time, right? So corners of minds is 4 syllables, and still the same time is 4 syllables as well. So he has 2 different cadences and 2 flows bouncing back and forth.
But you don't fuck with your man, can't understand that. Memories in the corners of mine, different years, but it's still the same.
Oh, my bad. But yeah, so memories in the corners of minds, different years, but it's still the same time. So 2 flows back to back, really.
Memories in the corners of mine, different years, but it's still the same time. We used to rhyme in the lunchroom hallways back in the day when we was Dark Symphony on some real shit. And I remember when we first.
All right, so I don't know if on some real shit A or something like that. I feel like it was supposed to match with back in the day. I feel like cadence wise and syllable wise they were pretty close. So back in the day on some real shit A, but he said on some real shit, and I remember when we first.
Shit, and I remember when. Day when we was Dark Symphony.
So in the lunchroom hallways back in the day.
In the day when we was Dark Symphony on some real shit. And I remember when we first wrote The Day That I Die. I asked why, I remember the times I digress. Yes, yes, y'all, listening to common sense. One day, I guess it all makes sense.
Yeah. All right, so yeah. Once again, 3 syllable connection. But I don't think not all the rhymes are there. So common sense, it all makes sense. But the rhythm and the cadence is there. So yeah, I remember the first day I wrote The Day That I Die. I asked why. I remember the times I digress. So he's going off of the I sound and he's going to slide into the gress sound. So I'll remember the times I digress. Yes, yes, y'all listening to common sense. One day I guess it'll all make sense. So yeah. So what's my man saying?
Memories in the corners of mine, different years, but it's still the same time.
So different years, but it's still the same time. To me, I feel like we are from different eras, but we all are in the same period of hip hop. We are still in the same culture, and we are not distant.
Memories in the corners of mine, different years, but it's still the same time. We used to rhyme in the lunchroom hallways back in the day when we was Dark Symphony on some real shit. And
all right, so I think Dark Symphony was a group that he used to be in. So yeah, we used to rhyme in the lunchroom hallways back in the day when we was Dark Symphony. Once again, these are just memories in the corner of his mind. But yeah, back in the day when he used to spit with Dark Symphony, I remember when we first wrote The Day That I Die, which is pretty dope, right? It's like I remember the birth of when I wrote The Day That I Die, right? So we got this like contradiction in a sense. That sounds dope.
when we was Dark Symphony on some real shit. And I remember when we first wrote The Day That I Die. I asked why. I remember the times I digress. Yeah.
So he's asking, why am I remembering this? Why are these memories still spinning in my head? I digress. Back to the rhyming. Yes, yes, y'all listening to common sense. One day, I guess it all makes sense.
Remember the times I digress. Yes, yes, y'all. Listening to common sense. One day, I guess it all makes sense. The years, they seem short as the time moves on. Yeah, I know that the beat goes on. They keep telling me ghosts. They keep asking, where have you been? But when I see them, it's a difference at hand. We used to be down, but that was back in the days. Damn, love, how did it all just change? We went our separate ways as the years move on. You're trying to tell me that the love's all gone. I wish that I could see the whole unit. Same space and time come together in a cipher and rhyme with no differences. Just to put the other things aside. Do your intros and your peace out rhymes for old time's sake. Reminiscing on the days back then.
You know what I'm saying? So once again, I was expecting a landing on the fours. They're not landing on the fours. He's doing internals almost. So yeah, the time rhyme connection with no differences. The closest thing I found to connect with differences is just to. So difference, just to put the other things aside, but I didn't connect them. I don't know. I didn't want to force the rhymes. So yeah, let's run it back.
I wish that I could see the whole unit. Same space and time come together in a cipher and rhyme with no differences. Just to put the other things aside. Do your intros and your peace out rhymes for old time's sake. So
yeah, once again, I feel like we're going off of the I sound, but we're rhyming time and rhyme, then side to rhyme and time. And then we go for sake, reminiscent on this. But this is the most interesting bar here. I think this whole bar, reminiscent on reminiscent on days back then, say word. Wait, let him spit. I don't want to fuck his bars.
Peace out rhymes for old time's sake. Reminiscing on the days back then. Say word, can it happen again? I gotta have that.
All right, so everything in this is like rhyming, right? So reminiscing, then and again, right? And then for old time's sake, days and say are connected. And then on the days back then, so back and then happen, and then back then happen. I gotta have that, right? So he's got the ass sound. So everything in this bar is connected in a very unique way.
Days back then, say word, can it happen again? I gotta have that. Rhyme remarkable, rhythm intense, got me feeling for that freestyle hit. Come together.
So yeah, okay. So reminiscent and rhythm intense to me match, and then got me fiending for that freestyle hit, and that's the end of the rhyme to me. And then he's gonna change it. Come together, unite like the force, and he's gonna go in another direction.
Walkable, rhythm intense, got me feeling for that freestyle hit. Come together, unite like the forces that form Voltron. A blaze of mic from the sleight of the arm. I want the fam back.
So yeah, I'm looking at how he connects his rhymes, and to me, I feel like he prioritizes what he wants to say. I'm not seeing much in the rhyme area. I'm just seeing more of a love story. I'm seeing a love story in a reminiscent type of situation. So what's my man talking about though?
That the love's all gone. I wish that I could see the whole unit. Same space and time come together in a cipher and rhyme with no differences. Just to put the other things aside.
All right, so yeah, he wanted to get everybody back in the same spot again. And he just want us to fuck all the past, fuck the future, fuck the new rappers, the old rappers, fuck them differences. Let's just put all that to the side and spit, man.
Decide, do your intros and your peace out rhymes for old time's sake.
So do your intros, your beginnings, and your peace out rhymes. So do your best introduction, your alpha and omega rhymes, you feel me? So do your intros and your peace out rhymes for old time's sake.
Rhymes for old time's sake. Reminiscing on the days back then. Say word, can it happen again? I gotta have that. Rhyme remarkable, rhythm intense, got me feeling for that freestyle hit.
So he just wanted to get back into that cipher. Reminiscing on the days then. Say word can happen again. I gotta have that bass. So bass, I just want to go back, man. Let's hit the block again and just start freestyling again. Rhyme remarkable, rhythm intense. So I'm rhyming my ass off, and my flow is nasty. Got me feeling for that freestyle.
Gotta have that. Rhyme remarkable, rhythm intense, got me feeling for that freestyle hit. Come together, unite like the forces that form Voltron.
Hey, Voltron references are dope. You new cats don't get that bar. So come together, unite like the forces that form Voltron. If y'all too young, you can go to Power Rangers, form like the Power Ranger Megazord or whatever. Essentially, we just coming together, get it done.
Come together, unite, like the forces that form Voltron, a blaze of mic from the sleight of the arm. I want
So he's burning that mic just from holding that motherfucker.
from the sleight of the arm. I want the fam back.
I want the fan back connects to the first bars, in my opinion. So he just wants that whole time and space to come back together.
Voltron, a blaze of mic from the sleight of the arm. I want the fam back. Rulers and righteous, the scene kinda lifeless. People trying to push her aside like she ain't right. Gave birth to my brothers and my sisters alike. Look around, y'all ain't doing it right. We was tight like Biz and Kane on some Juice Crew shit. BDP before they left out on Chris. Understand that. People trying to push her aside like them intense. Got me feeling for that freestyle. Come together, unite, like the forces that form Voltron, a blaze of mic from the sleight of the arm. I want the fam back. Rulers and righteous, the scene kinda lifeless.
So righteous matches with lifeless. Righteous kinda lifeless. To me, cadence-wise matches, but he's gonna go off of the I sound for the internals. So righteous to the scene is kind of lifeless. People trying to push her aside like she ain't right. Gave birth to my brothers and my sisters alike. Look around, you ain't doing it right. So that's a 4-syllable. Sisters alike doing it right, and then just the I sound. But yeah, as far as the rhyming and the cadence on this, I feel like he kept it really simple. Biz and Kane on some Juice Crew shit. BDP before they left out Chris, right? Very, very generic, just to be honest.
The fam back, rulers and righteous, the scene kinda lifeless. People trying to push her aside like she ain't right. Gave birth to my brothers and my sisters.
Oh, that's messed
alike.
up.
Look around, y'all ain't doing it right. We was tight like.
Sorry about that. Yeah, for some reason my highlights disappeared. I highlighted all that shit. Anyway, so rules and righteous to scene is kind of lifeless. People trying to push her aside like she ain't right. So he's talking about the scene itself and his connection and his love to the game, right? So the scene is kind of lifeless. People trying to push her aside like she ain't right, but the game is what brought y'all here. So the game is right for you, right? Gave birth. So if it's a woman, gave birth to my brothers and sisters alike. He's talking about hip hop. Look around, y'all ain't doing it right, right? All these new guys don't give no love to hip hop. We was tight like Biz and Kane on some Juice Crew shit, BDP before they left out Chris. Understand that. So he just misses the homies. He misses the connection, man. Let's go.
We was tight like Biz and Kane on some Juice Crew shit, BDP before they left out on Chris. Understand that. The years they seem short as the time moves on. Yeah, I know that the beat goes on. They keep telling me ghosts. They keep asking, where have you been? But when I see them, there's a difference in hand. It's kinda shaky. We used to be down. That was back in the days. Damn love, how did all just change? Hey yo, we used to be down, that was back in the days. Damn love, how did all this change? The years, they seem short as the time moves on. That the beat goes on, they keep telling me, they keep asking. But when I see them, there's a difference in hand. We used to be down, that
Shout
was
to
back in the
Boogieman
days.
Ghost. Boogieman Ghost. Boogieman Ghost. Boogieman
You're trying to tell me that the love's all gone?
Yeah. But yeah, man. So that's it, man. Boogieman Ghost. The years showing love to the culture. You already know what it is. Being bolder. I'm just playing. I'm on your shoulder. No, I'm just playing. All right, but yeah, much love to my man Boogieman Ghost. Yeah, definitely there. I feel like it was a love letter to his culture, and we got to show love to the culture at all times, man. Much love to you guys. If you guys are interested in getting your song broken down in a similar fashion, hit me up at lyricology101mail@gmail.com. Please add the mail. Don't forget the mail. Let me know you want a breakdown or reaction. Thank you guys for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe. And if you like what we're doing here at Lyricology 101, please share. This has been Lyricology 101. I'm Andre Gaynor. And don't forget where the art is. Peace.